Welcome to Our Energy Matters with Anthony Manna and Dena Marie. Aloha.
Aloha, and also everyone, welcome. Yes, welcome to the episode, which is number 79, Our Energy Matters, episode 79. And I say, Ichten uzuntumuz. That is our heartfelt sorrow for Turkish earthquake sufferers. And so here we are. For people who never saw us before do this, we always say that in our episodes of Our Energy Matters, we explore the practice and the poetics of physical, mental, and spiritual self-care, revealed through Dena Marie's intuitive soul search discoveries and prescriptions for living a blessed life, a life anointed by well-being, self-love, healthful connections with others, and enlightened and balanced body, mind, spirit, energy. We just talked about that, the idea of self-love and the importance of self-love
and practicing
and cherishing ourselves. It's very important, and I realize that that's one of the themes that I find actually. Here's your book. And those beautiful crystals, which we're going to talk about those today, because the title of today's episode, I titled it Crystal Reading for Crystal Healing. It seems that they go hand in hand. And so we meet each time about your book and about your sensitivity to helping people through manifested through chakras, crystal reading, and Reiki, and the other things that you've talked about over time, and also that appear, numerology, which is a part of your book.
And two and a half years ago, you had no idea what any of those things really were going on.
I mean, I thought when I first met you when you interviewed me about my book, which is Loukas and the Game of Chance for 8 to 12-year-olds. And I thought, what the heck is crystal reading? I mean, it was just such a for me, it's been a real learning curve in so many different ways. So I say, in today's writing, so we get together, I look at your book, I come up with a theme that I explore as a writer, and it's a good thing for me to do, because I am working on a story right now for, I think for teens, and it helps me here too to write this, because it limbers me up in a way that sets me free. So here's the story of my evolving and joyful awakening in my spirit, mind, heart, whenever I enter the hallowed retreat of Dena Marie's book, oracularly titled Our Energy Matters. All right, full stop at the second title, please. The Art of Crystal Reading. See, everybody, you're not even 2 seconds into this. Our Energy Matters. What does she mean? What is the art of take a relaxing breath at the third title, where her seekers, her clients, and this is the title, learn how to manifest their heartfelt intentions. I'm telling you, each time I high step through selected passages of the sacrosanct manual of spiritual matters and prescriptions, and there really are pages of prescriptions, and they're absolutely fabulous, and they just I go there a lot, about living a happy, fulfilled life. I savor the range of the enchanting power of crystals for the light they shed on a seeker's, yours, mine, chakra energy through the magnificent prism of the crystal's colors. Aha! Chakra energy. What is chakra energy? Listen to Dena Marie's answer, sounding very much like an alchemist of spirit, mind, and heart. She says there are 7 of these major energy centers in the human body and hundreds of minor ones. Well, I can think about it. It's like, come on. And they receive, assimilate, and distribute energy throughout our energetic fields, our auras, our energetic fields, are energy systems. Now, I say, Dena Marie, faith healer, celestial guardian, shifts the arc of her wisdom to the mystical nature of the colors each chakra illuminates. Here's what she wrote relating chakras to colors. She wrote, these chakras resonate and vibrate at the same frequency as their respective colors of the rainbow and are the network through which the body, mind, and spirit can come together. Chakras are energy vortexes, discs that distribute universal life force energy throughout the body. And I think to myself, no wonder she titled her book, Our Energy Matters. Without it, what do we do? Collapse, fall apart, deflate? So I say here, a shout out, please. Colors, colors, colors of the rainbow. Drum roll. The celestial, heavenly art and artist empowers multicolored crystals with the force guiding energetic awakening. Dena Marie, step up to the allure of the crystal's enlightenment, each one sparkling the way to spiritual health. Let's explore the crystal's color and the light they shed on chakra energy. That's on page 26 of your book. Let's find our way to the 7th chakra. It's the crown chakra. Which stone or stones do you choose for the crown chakra and why?
Clear quartz crystal. Crystals, the white one is white and clear. Then you have like moonstone. You are testing me. I have a whole bunch of rocks sitting here. So like this is a clear quartz crystal. In my bowl, I have moonstone. I have, gosh, I have so many. Oh, this is my favorite one. And at one point I used to know all the names and what the meaning of the actual stone. But after a while, I just went with colors. So the top chakra is clear or white. And I only came up with that. So you might have like, people will think that maybe it's a light purple, but I think purple's for here. And it's because of the color crayons, right, that I was using. So I'm just going with the way I started the readings. So in my book, anything white or clear would go to the top of the cheat sheet. And then so the stones, like moonstone, when I wear my moonstone, usually it's around a full moon or something, and I want to connect to something higher than myself. People wear diamonds all the time. That's a crown chakra. Think about the crown that the king used to wear for wisdom, right? All stones. And it was basically to give him some type of insight or something, some wisdom of some sort, I hope. The crown chakra.
And so the moonstone, see, I'm on page 27, and I love the way you lay this out. You say, you talk about, can you see that right there? That's the, where you say example, the crystals and characteristics. So when I go to the moonstone, which I've circled here, because I just love what it says, promotes intuition, empathy, and lucid dreaming, and I would say daydreaming too, I mean, that it really, for me as a writer, I need intuition, absolutely, I have to follow my intuition, empathy, because I was just reading the other day, if you don't love your characters, then it's not going to go anywhere, and I started thinking about loving my characters, and I've got this lighthouse on an island family.
And you are the character. I mean, it's your imagination, it's your life inside your head, and you're manifesting for everyone else to see your heartfelt intentions.
I love that. Thank you. And I realized that loving part of myself is probably really what you're talking about here, because that's where the characters come from, And I think that this teenage, well, he started off as a younger kid, now he's 17 years old, and he's about to go on his journey where he's going to have to suffer somewhat in order to survive and come back to himself. And I just remember part of myself there, that I had to leave, and I can't believe I'm talking about this. I left New Jersey when I was 17 to go where? Not the military, but into a monastery, and it was, now, how did I know that? I mean, I wasn't even that devout as a spiritual person, but I just knew that I had to go somewhere where I could be grounded in belief, and
I'd say
sanctity.
I'd say past life. So, I mean, people always change directions, but they're kind of like, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I was going to go into the military. And my teacher, my high school teacher said, Dena, you cannot conform. There is no way you're going to do good in the military. But I believe in my past life, I died in a battlefield. So it seemed perfect for me to run away to the military this lifetime. But I didn't. And thank God I didn't.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, I don't know, you just don't know, do you, what would have happened had you taken that risk?
You know how many kids I've worked with who have that same, I'm going to go into the military, and I do healing work with them, and they choose other options instead of running away to the military. They stay and pay their bills and get their license back, but because they offer you a lot of, run away, we'll take care of you. So I work with a lot of kids with PTSD and suicidal things, which I believe in my past life, I died by suicide. So it's almost me fulfilling my karma. And when I see you, I always think of us in a monastery anyways, you and I in a past life before a temple of some sort. So this lifetime, it seemed natural and not to play football, right? You didn't want to play football or go into the army.
No, not at all. I mean, and when they started, and I felt so bad because so many people that I knew, so many guys that I knew were doing that road, and I thought, I'm afraid, I don't want to kill people. I'm afraid, and I just don't want to do that to, and I can respect, I want to say that for sure, that I can respect people who make that choice, but it's not for me. And I had to love myself to know that. What about the sixth chakra, the brow, to which you align amethyst, lapis lazuli, and there's another one there too. But when I looked up amethyst,
this is my amethyst. It's the very first stone I've ever picked to put into my car. And look at my third eye. I was so intuitive. I was scaring people. Imaginative. But anything purple. And we have dark amethyst, which is dark purple. And then it just goes into a bowl. And if people pick this stone, I know they got a lot going on. I might even ask them what their dreams are. And they'll tell me some amazing dreams. And kids always have good ones. They kind of pinpoint what's going on in their lives.
Yeah, and up there in the brow. And then this, the idea, I'm looking at this page again, and I'm seeing that with amethyst, it aids intuition, dreaming, and imagination. Now that is very important, because I think that if people nurture their imagination, what side are they on, do you think, when the imagination is thriving?
I think it's where you go at night when you dream, or where you it's that intangible energy which you need to be creative. And so kids, I lived in my head as a child. I loved to read, imagine. I'd put music on and sit in my room for hours with my eyes closed and just listening to music. I mean, that's because I lived in my head, which is a great place to be if you have someone encouraging you to draw or paint or dance, or because then you get it out here. So it's good to have an imagination, but you can go a little bit crazy if you don't have someone to talk to about it. Like you get to talk to me about your book.
Yeah.
And that helps you paint more pictures.
Yes, of course. And that's also the fact that I live with the person who illustrates my books, and that helps so much, because the questions that are asked for a person who's an artist, that kind of a person who draws and paints,
That's a blessing. That's a blessing.
It is a blessing, because the questions become really important in terms of, why are you doing this here, et cetera. So I just love, and I want to say that in the future episodes, I love pursuing the colors, because I think that if anybody's awake right now listening to this, I mean, they'll look around and they'll go, oh, I love wearing I love wearing this color. I love me.
I love purple.
I see you purple, right? And I'm thinking how the tiger eye. I love the tiger eye stone. I don't know why, you know, in a way, I really don't know why. I just know that every time I look at it, it seems to be vibrating.
You're a Leo. Leos, think about a Leo the lion, and it's a gold, dark, it has streaks of black in it, but that is the power chakra. It's fire. It's what a Leo is. And so again, it's the earth elements. You've got the astrology, you got colors, of course we bring numerology, but then you pick the rocks. And there are so many times you are missing your power stone and your throat chakra. And just recently you kind of like, oh, well, I shouldn't pick it, but I'm going to. And you pick the tiger's eye.
Yeah, yeah, that's so important. And yeah, and I mean, and see what I also think people should know is that, you know, in one of our recent episodes that is now on YouTube, that's your reading of me, and the fact that the idea that I learned so much how important this is that you take the stones that people are choosing that let me do me that I chose, and you place them on the color, you know, and that's so important because that's the link to the spirituality of it, you know, and you learn so much about yourself and you know what you can work on, you know,
And it's because I've done it for so many years. It's the combinations. You know, it's like I can't remember someone's name, but I can remember their chakras. It's horrible. But you know, what's blocked, what needs to be open. But again, you know, if you have an idea and you focus on it, and then you have the confidence to talk to me about it, and I listen, there's pretty much nothing that can stop you. But if you're afraid to speak, you know,
yeah,
throat chakra, if you're afraid to imagine or dream or even write it on a piece of paper, you know, some people don't even want other people to see their who they are really, because this is who you are. And then the rest of it you manifest into your world. So I look around, my world has a lot of angels and things in it. I'm almost like, oh well, you know what? I like angels. So and I like rocks, and I attract people with rocks and who like angels because I'm being myself.
wow. Yeah, I can feel, I see some angels hovering around right now, you know. It's so important, you know, and you know, the other thing that's so important too about the cheat sheet, which I'm showing a lot of right now, is that over here, this side is where the blockages are, you know, and that teaches a lot. And we could go on forever with this. I mean, you know, the fact that you know, you go to the crown on this side, and then the blockages on the other side, and it's kind of frightening in a way because I've been there, you know, in each of these areas, and then you say, no, it's not frightening. You know why? Because you can find your way out. You know, you can do some of the prescriptions. Oh, we have to talk about this more. So in future episodes of Our Energy Matters, which will be episode number 80, for example, let's explore the crystals enchantment for the light they shed on each chakra. And I love going back and forth. And I think that going to the blockages should, you know, again, will be our next motivation or incentive, because they're so important to find out, you know, why is that not working for you? You know, why is your intuition not working? You know, that type of
And how easy it is really, if you know what the block is, something small that you can do that will make a big difference over time. And I know for me, I need to exercise every day. If I don't exercise, remember you said the grand funk,
yeah,
we get ourselves in, not the
yeah,
band, but I get myself in a grand funk. If I don't exercise, I feel a sinking feeling and I forget to look up. And so it's like, that's my prescription. I do it for my spirit, my soul, not my body, you
yeah.
know?
Sure. That's so important to recognize that. I'm gonna leave us with Dr. Seuss.
Good.
Today you are you, he said. That is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you. Shout aloud, I am glad to be what I am.
Yay.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So, folks, if you want to move closer to Dena Marie's wisdom in her book and outside, then listen to her weekly radio show, Lift Your Spirits, on 11:50 a.m. KKNW on Fridays. Friday mornings. Her website is dena-marie.com. She's also very active on Facebook. And so it's all about daily chakra insight, chakra energy, chakra blockage, prescriptions. On her website, you find startling photographs of the island she inhabits, prayerful advice about self-care, information about workshops and courses. My website for an interview with Dena Marie is anthonymannabooks.com. If you go there to my website, go to Podbean podcasts for lots of interviews there. Dena Marie is one of them. And mostly I talk to authors, people who write picture books, people who write novels, people who are interested in reaching out to children of all ages to help them understand their power, their empowerment through reading and writing. And so we end episode 79. And it's, yeah, you know, it's so important that we keep doing this.
And isn't it funny how we both do what we love to do and it keeps these chakras open? You know, teaching and writing and reading and speaking. Those
Yeah.
are the things that lift our spirits and keep us alive so we can thrive.
So true. So always wisdom, you know, we always have to remember that we receive and we give. You know, and I just love talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony.
Okay, bye.
Next week. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.